y'all how to do. We're just sharing with y'all some of the techniques we do. If you carry in your car, a lot of people, if your state permits it, depending on where you live, what y'all laws and rules are. When we carry, if you're gonna be a serious shooter, everybody should have a holster. You know what I mean? If you get your carry concealed license, your gun should always be in a holster. You know what I mean? Now some people can, and it's just my opinion. If I'm in a vehicle, I don't put my firearm in the glove compartment. I don't put it on the seat, even if it's the state, in Georgia permits that you put it on the seat. They changed the ruling where your gun, your vehicle is just like your home. You pretty much have your gun wherever you want to have it in there. But I keep my gun always on my side. I need it to be attached to me. Some people don't like that. It can be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I know Sean, like you have an issue with riding, just the way your holster is. Now that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's law, but I'm telling you, a lot of times if you put your gun anywhere, have it anywhere besides you, in the car, if somebody come up to carjack you, to catch you at a light or something like that, you're not gonna have time to reach under your seat. You're not gonna have time to reach for your glove. Any movement, you gotta realize the carjacking people like that, they nerved up. You know what I mean? A lot of them got bad gun discipline. When they come up to you, these are toy guns. See the little orange right there? Won't do nothing. No real. I don't even have a magazine in for the air pistol. But a lot of them have their finger on the trigger when they pull up to you, because they don't have, a lot of criminals, they not just operating off, they ain't went to no gun class, no training class, so they got the gun right there putting it at you. So any little move you make could easily cause them to, squeeze off on you even when they didn't want to. So a lot of times, let me run y'all a scenario. You're gonna be the carjacker, I'm getting the truck, and I'm sure y'all how this will work. I'll go down to this side.
I've been carjacked.
You been carjacked before? Oh, you jumped. Yeah. I thought you said
Automatic.
you got carjacked with automatic?
I'll show them dirty car. Hey, y'all come up around this side, everybody. Hey, don't let anybody see you there, even though it's a toy, kind of keep it close to you. Y'all come around this way. Come. Come on. And do your thing. Whatever you would. I know you probably ain't carjack nobody, but a lot of times they'll come up like from behind, because most people gonna try to sneak up. Like I'm sitting here at the light, I ain't paying attention, blah blah blah. Hey, when you went here, then you would have gave the gun to me. But if you can't, if he come here, then what's my chance of reaching for something and doing something else? You know what I mean? He already got me. I wasn't practicing good situational awareness. I wasn't, and what I mean by that, I wasn't observing my environment. I wasn't using my mirror. So now he at this point. Now 9 out of 10. Hold on one second. My window might be up, and just tap on the glass with it. All right, you know what I mean? The only thing you can do is comply. You know what I mean? While you in this stage, tell me what it's your world. Tell me what you want me to do, boss.
Scoot over.
What did they tell you when you got carjacked?
I'm trying to take the car. I'm trying to rob you and take the car.
Yeah. Well, they probably gonna tell me to get out the car.
Get out.
All right. And then if I do something wrong, look, hey, you can do. You don't want to be in the car with me. Hey, but look, if he tell me to get out the car, a lot of times they'll be opening the door for you. Keep your hands up where they can see you. You know what I mean? And just comply. And in a sense, you might want to add something to it and bitch out. You know what I mean? Like, all right, cool, please don't kill me. Kind of plead for yourself and show compliance to build their confidence, to let them know it's going to work smoothly. All right? So if you opening my door, because I don't want to do shit, you're going to have to open my door. And they're going to be cussing at you. They probably hit you, depending on how they feel, just kind of, a lot of times people hit you just to kind of let you know. You know what I mean? They ain't playing, you know what I mean? They might be abusive to you. But see, when I get out, I'm like, all right, cuz, all right, it's your world. You know what I mean? When I get out, whatever you want me to do, cuz. Now, when he get in at this point, you know what I mean? I'm bitching out. So you get in and try to drive or whatever.
You want me to?
You can, you get in.
Oh, okay.
But see, if he turn his back, that's when things, I want him to get in the coffin.
Oh, yeah.
I was in the coffin when he ran up on me. Now he in the coffin. But now by law, you know what I mean? This is an ongoing. I was fearful for my life. You know what I mean? So this is an ongoing criminal action. If he drive off, I let him get off. I can't be running behind him shooting. That's not how it works. That's not a self-defense situation. It probably you probably can get away with it, but then you open yourself up to endangering other people. Shooting other people. It's reckless. You know what I mean? He got the vehicle, so it don't need to do that. If I'm not gonna deal with him right now, You know what I mean? Because the cold, and I don't want to have to stand out here in the cold and hit him right now when we get in the car. Then I need to just go and let him get the bill up and going. It's a choice you have to make. I can't tell you to hit him or not. But you know, once we get here, if he didn't check me, now my weapon is still. I still got my weapon. You know what I mean? And even if I let him go, and I gotta walk down through a bad neighborhood the rest of the night, I'm able to defend myself against other people. You know what I mean? So now I don't want him to have my vehicle and my weapon. But if he get out, I'm probably gonna be mad. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm smoking. See, he really got less recourse because once he get here, even if he try to bring the gun back around,
Back up? Yeah.
even if you went there, your whole thing gonna be burning out. See, when he do that, now I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And he gotta try to turn.
Like,
over. He had a bad angle to the shit. So I'll get a bad angle if I try to put my weapon out.
But
You'll see people in little training classes who like lean over and shoot out the window and all that shit. You in the box. Your mobility is limited. It's ability to do anything.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead, Fred.
And understand, once he put that car in park, and you see he had that gun in his right hand, what do you got to do? As soon as he do that, nail it.
Yeah.
If
And so
you,
that's
I mean,
what
I'm
you
sorry.
want.
If you,
No, go ahead, Fred.
now I'm gonna say now I said the wrong thing. I apologize. That would be your opportunity if that was the situation that you had.
But that's one thing we talk about carjacking. Comply. You know what I mean? Key thing, don't let people get up on you. Like that's what these mirrors are for. Use them when you park somewhere. If you park somewhere chilling, you need to be moving this mirror here. If you like in a hot neighborhood or somewhere, all these mirrors need to be in play. You might think you're paranoid. Now, if you somewhere and you feel like you're relatively safe, you might not want to go through all that. But if you waiting on some chick in some apartment complex you just met, that's kind of hot, you better be watching your mirrors. You know what I mean? Because I ain't always just messing with the women, but you know what I mean? Because you know, sometimes fellas, and I'm being honest, this is for our safety. We get into looking at what we want or something we trying to do. We stop thinking. You know what I mean? The ladies are always a little bit more aware, but a lot of times we stop thinking. We don't know, it could be an ambush, could be a setup. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, I don't see a lot of people get work going to meet a girl. You know what I mean? So trying to meet some chick and she already got a boy. Anything can happen. So you got to be using your mirrors. You know what I mean? And when you stop, if you stop somewhere, always keep your car and drive. You know what I mean? Even when you pull up somewhere, you waiting on somebody, keep your car. If the neighborhood is hot, if it's a hot area because it's something happened, you ain't got time to be changing gears. Keep your feet on the brake, keep your eyes open, and look around. If this is only when you in a situation where things are really hot. But for the most part, in everyday driving, all you gotta do is kind of watch your mirror. Stop signs at night. When you pull up on, especially over there in Decatur, it's a lot of trees and heavy, wood line near the stops and right at the street. People can easily come out of the bushes on you and stuff like that and be on you in no time. Now, somebody come across the other way, like where Fred is. Oh, you go, Fred. If somebody come from Fred angle and hit my glass, it's gonna be the same thing. Now, they probably gonna have one or two people. That person might try to get in. You know what I mean? Now, somebody take the camera from Fred. I'm gonna work something else if the person try to get in with you. All right, you pull up, you come up, put the gun to my, pretend you put it to my window. All right, now you tell me what you want me to do.
Open this motherfucking door.
Your world, boss. Your world, dude. Your world. Put your head down, just try to, act scared with them. All right, dog. You know what I mean? Turn the motherfucking car. I'm sorry. We're assuming that the car already running. He caught me at the light. But once he get in, and if he hit me or something like that, what they probably gonna do, hit you in the face or something like that, and they're gonna hurt. They might hit you in the eye, get you teared up. But what you want to do, if he's here and he started telling me to drive, I'm gonna drive. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be looking for my opportunity for him to slip. You know what I mean? He may tell me to get out the car at some point, but see, when he here with me, even if he got a gun to me, he really at a disadvantage. So, hold on one second. Check it. Sure it's clear. If he here and he got a gun to me, like that, and I mean, be for real, like you got it to my head, I'm trying to drive. Be aggressive. Come on, move the motherfucking car, man. Man, even if they, they'll put it here because they like it. If he here, then I'm gonna try to drive But see, he's at a disadvantage. If I go to like, if I'm telling, hey man, I just need to check my mirrors or whatever, I'm driving. He's here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm coming here. I'm gonna punch him right there. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna try to punch him in his face. Huh?
That was hot. He didn't knock the gun.
Even if he holding it tight, now my key thing, I want him. If he touching me with it, hit me, that's good, because I know then when I move, it's gonna be easy. Now if he further off, he can probably that's worse. That's more high risk because he can take that bullet. I don't really have him. I can't lock him like I want to lock him so much. I may miss, but the key thing, no matter what I do, if he's here, then my whole thing. If I'm here with my hands, they give me a good position because they put me here. And I know I got to go forward. And I know I got to go forward and get my weapon at the same time. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to go for this first. I got to fight this fool at this point. He could be strong or whatever. But see, the advantage I have when I'm here and he got a gun, he focused on shooting me. That's his. He focused on fist fighting. He focused on, this is everything he need right here. But if I go here, I'm here. Even if he fighting back, see, I can lock his hands over it. This hand can't come back over and hit me. You know what I mean? And his instinct is gonna be to pull his weapon back to secure his weapon. It may fire, but I went forward when my thing to hit his hand when he here is to go there. I have an advantage here. I can even come in and hit him there. You know what I mean? Hit him, stun him. You know what I mean? He gonna be pulling back no matter how strong he is. I can wear him out here. But even if I do that, after I do that, I'm gonna shoot him in his face because I'm gonna close him out because he put a lot of stress in my life. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. When somebody's in with you, they are at a more of a disadvantage than you because generally they got to reach over themselves. He can't really hold the gun from this hand. Even if he had two, if you go two hands with it, which I don't know why you could be holding like that. If he going down, if he forward there, I'm here. But either way, I got to get into him. You know what I mean? And he might fire that round. I ain't worried about that because when I come out, I'm burning him. And I'm going to give him all of them. So I need to turn him off as quick as possible. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have an advantage here. If they get in the car with you, cool. You know what I mean? But if they here, I don't have that mobility. You know what I mean? Unless at the same time,
Right.
If Bootman is here and he's forward with me like you were, that if I'm here, that don't really give me. That put me in more of a predicament. You got me kind of good here. That's a good angle. So I'm not gonna try to work that. I gotta watch and see. I gotta watch for you to make certain type of failures. But worst come to worst, especially like you got your people in the car. Now think about if you got kids in the car. You know what I mean? You gotta watch. I can't knock the gun back because he might shoot somebody behind me. You know what I mean? So if anything, I gotta kind of take it forward. But even if taking it forward, if I bring it out the flank with me, it might hit Fred. Or my wife or whoever sitting there, you know what I mean? So in that case, you gotta be trying to get out the car. You see what I'm saying? Like, baby, I like, hey man, can I get my family up? You know what I mean? Talk with them, let them know. And then if tell the truth, it's your whole family, I don't want to get in the gunplay. I'm gonna let them have the car. If my family, if it's just me and I'm like, it's cold as hell and I just kind of feel some kind of way about it, I might engage you. But if it's my family, man, let me just get my family out. And boss, you can have this damn car. Nigga, I give you my wallet in there. I give you whatever you want. Just you leave, take the purse. Your world. You know what I mean? And that's always you want to be referring to little stands. It's like, it's your world, boss. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot of people when they in this thing, a lot of criminals feel like they've been the whole world been against them. Now you tell them it's your world. You in full control. However you want to do it. But it's just a car. I really wouldn't want to kill nobody over material. Even if I shot you, if I got out in a carjack, I'm probably gonna shoot you because it's just like I said, you stress me. You know what I mean? But other than that, if I get my family out, you take the car, we got insurance.
Right.
Right? And then I may not shoot you even if you did. It just depends on how you came at me, depending on what mood I was in. But if it's my family, I don't want no gunplay. If I get gunplay, it's going to be because we had to get gunplay. Right. You know what I mean? If you're going to take around, like, if somebody got you at gunpoint here, and if you got to take one, that's why we practice. Sometimes we shoot with our arm. We put our arm here. If I want him to bust. I want that bullet to hit my bone and shatter my arm instead of having a free run into my chest. You know what I mean? And that may even get me some deflection. You know what I mean? If I go to reach here and he firing, boom, that's going to probably shatter their arm. You know what I mean? It's going to lock on, here's another thing too. When somebody fires a gun, if you hold the slide, they can't shoot it again. As long as you hold that slide, the gun, they got to rack the slide again to take the round out. So they're going to get one out. But if you grip that slide, boom, he shot at my arm. Now I'm pissed. I'm pulling him. You gonna pull back because that's what your natural instinct. You pull it here, then I'm coming up to hit him. You know what I mean? I might be hitting him all through the damn door. It don't matter. I just want to start putting fire in his direction. You know what I mean? I don't care where they going. As long as they toward him, I know something gonna start working its way through that door, and then it's gonna be a matter of time before I get him in the face. All right. So those are the things. Other security things.
What about if you, when he came up on you and you saw him coming? What would you?
If I saw him coming, I'm gonna punch him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it depends.
Okay.
You know, like I got which way I'm gonna turn my car because his bullets can still come through my doors.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of take myself. I don't want to turn that way. He on that side because then he putting. I'm catching the bullets through this door.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I can still be catching bullets through there. You know what I mean? Through the back. I want to lean and turn. You know that way so I can be giving him more of my rear end, like putting. I want to have my car at this angle so he kind of. His rounds are kind of more going that way. But if my family there, once again, if my family in the car, I want to. If he got that close,
take the car.
we got to get into this talking thing. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Because I don't want him shooting into my car with my people in the car. You know what I mean? If it's just me, I might take the chance. I still might. If I see him coming though, if he's stupid as hell and I see him coming, then I'm gonna wait till he get right up here and I'm gonna pop him in, shoot him on his chin. You know what I mean? It just if I see this fool coming, I'm looking in my mirror and I see dude walking up with a shotgun or something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna wait for him to get here, see what he want to do. You know what I mean? But then by the time he get there, if I already got my gun in my hand, he through. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna shoot faster than him. Because he gonna come up with their mindset is different from mine. His mindset is to take what I got. My mindset is to kill him.
Right.
So I'm not. It's nothing to negotiate with me. I'm waiting to see what I need to see. Then I'm smoking. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. And another thing too, when it comes to we talking back to security, when you ride security element, when you get my cousin Scooby got killed like this, his friends killed him. He was in the gang. You know what I mean? Friends came and picked him up, told him they're going to the mall. He got in the car with him. They let him get in the front. They drove him into a car wash. And when they was in the car wash, young dude in the back shot him in the back of the head. You know what I mean? And these dudes were so cold, they shot him in the head. Then they put him in the trunk and went to the mall with his money. They were shopping while he was bleeding out. He was dead, but they just put him in the trunk, still went shopping. But if you riding, if y'all like we talking about a security element team, if y'all got a new person in the car, always keep them up front. If it's 2 or 3 of y'all, keep your like if me and Ty, we going to pick out, say, I don't know this dude real good. We met somebody we trying to see. Let them ride up front. Like, hey man, come on, ride up here with me. Let my man get in the back. So I know if anything, I got Ty got him. I don't want me and Ty up here and he in the back.
Right.
When we come to the light, boom, boom. Right. He get out the car, we go, he gone. We laid out. I'm ringing the horn because we through. You know what I mean? So we keep the man that we not sure about up front. You know what I mean? By the same token, if somebody come get you and they tell you to ride up front, and if you kind of already got your spider senses tingling, that's something you need to be aware of. You know, like, nah, y'all, I'm good back here. And if they really don't want to do it, then, and sometimes fuck all this playing. Yeah. Man, what's up? You know what I mean? Why you at me about this? You know what I mean? So we can go on and bring this thing to a close right here. You know what I mean? We can open the door, close it right here. But I ain't getting in the car with y'all. You know what I mean? So y'all can kind of put me in a trap. You see what I'm saying? So these are some things when you ride in the vehicle. Another thing when you come up at night, what I was talking about, like my light switch is here. See, I can turn the lights on. When I pull up, I turn them down because I can see. Now, y'all practice this when y'all go wherever y'all go tonight when you come out. Just get in your car and look and see how much you can see around you. We got certain blind spots, like, back there right in the corner. I have to turn and kind of look. You know what I mean? You got a lot of time people doing ambushes and stuff like that. It ain't just one person. If I pull up, we want to watch. Sometimes when we're going somewhere, like if I was pulling up in here and I wasn't sure about what they were calling me to, then I'm going to ride up a little bit and then back. You know what I mean? I want to see all these slots. I want to make sure ain't nobody over behind that car right here. You know what I mean? I want to kind of just look, observation, and just give it an extra 2 seconds sometimes will save your life. Just kind of, you'll just see. Because then when people see you not doing what they expect you to do, they'll jump the gun. You know what I mean? Like when Sean was talking about he come downstairs. Sean, when you talking about when you come down and you stop, if people see you coming out every morning, then you come down and you just stop right before you get to the trap point or to the ambush point, they might jump the gun a lot of time because they be like, oh shit, he knows, then they come out and then you can bust them. You know what I mean? Because you already ready for it. But that's why stopping and taking a second to assess what's going on, listen, and just look around and listen. That can cause a lot of people to jump the gun. You can see what's going on. You know what I mean? But you got to be real careful when people. Anytime you got suspicious people you're dealing with, and they pull up and they telling you, even when people are supposed to be your friends, but y'all been having some problems, you haven't been doing your profile. And they like, hey man, come take a ride with us. It's unusual. You know what I mean? This man, the dudes killed my cousin. They were like 15, 16 years old. You know what I mean? And they killed. He thought he was at the same time. He thought he was a big shot over there. You know, he was. You know, got these little boy working for him, and you know he probably being hard on him. Then they got together and got the plan, and like, you know, we gonna put him down, take his money. And that's what they did. And the only reason they got caught because he told his girl who he was going with that day. They called him out the blue, and he just told him, "I'm gonna ride over here to the mall with him." And then the dudes were so stupid they killed him in their granddaddy car, and thought they could wash the blood out the damn car at the car wash. But it didn't, you know, of course it didn't come out. He bled out in the trunk, filled the trunk up. So, but I mean, people, you got to realize a lot of criminals are stupid.
Yeah.
It's the thing you think. You want to know how you can easily get killed in combat? When you start thinking nobody would do that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that. When you start thinking, oh, I'm out here, it's broad daylight. Who gonna do that? There's some people out here who gonna do that. You know what I mean? So don't make assumptions will get you killed. So you always want to just err on the side of safety. You always, you know, be looking out for yourself. Getting in these vehicles, you don't have no safety in no vehicle from no gunfire. You know what I mean? Fred, y'all done shot up cars and stuff like that. You don't never know which way bullets gonna go. They can hit things and, you know, be veering around all kind of ways. And you just, you know, it ain't no real safety, but you do. If people get to popping at your car, I'd rather be facing people because I know the engine can take better rounds than the truck. Ain't nothing back there but air and opportunity. You know what I mean? But you can work angles in your turn. If you moving, because a lot of people trying to shoot on the move, their shot's gonna be wild. Definitely, if people shooting from this side, I damn sure don't want to make no left turn up the street. You know what I mean? I want to make a right turn. If they shooting from the right, I want to keep my rear end toward them. You know what I mean? I know bullets can be coming through here, but I'd rather have bullets coming through all these seats than just coming through this door. You see what I'm saying? I still could get hit. You know what I mean? And the key thing, you know, you got to learn to drive. Hell, you got to learn to drive by memory. You know, when you hit the gas, like even right now, if I had to hit the gas, I kind of know it's a clearing right there. I still might run into that damn wall. You know what I mean? But when I hit the gas, I'm gonna try to be, you know, if somebody just punched and they got at me, I'm gonna hit and try to go through there. You know, but I'm gonna have my head down, but I'm gonna try to remember, damn, you know, trying to estimate how far I had to go to the right to clear that building. You understand what I'm saying? People get you in the car, they can do bad things till you never get in the front. Even if they didn't shoot you, they can choke you you out from the back. All kind of bad things can happen to you. So always stay in a position where you can, you know, you can change your position. When people can't trap you, and then profiling people is very, very important. You can't do stuff to people and then be thinking it's over. You know what I mean? And sometimes just saying the wrong thing to people can make them plot out to kill you. Especially if you got some kind of name or got some kind of money behind you. You know, people like, man, I'm sick of this shit. Look, we're gonna get him. You know, them idiots on the team. That's why you can't have idiots on your team too, because they gonna start thinking. They gonna start thinking for themselves, and that's when some bad things gonna start happening. All right, but we gonna you can cut it. Now I'm gonna show y'all a few other things.